Hello everyone, and welcome back to Byte Geek. If you've been noticing your Windows 11 system running slow, it might be due to unnecessary background services consuming valuable CPU and RAM. Today, we're going to go over 20 services you can safely disable to improve your system's performance. Let's get started. First, let's open the Services menu. Go to Start menu and type services.msc, then press Enter. This opens the Services window where we can manage the background services running on your system. Before we begin, you should only disable services that you don't need, as some are essential for system functionality. But don't worry, I'll guide you through each one so you can safely improve performance. First up, Search Windows Search Service. Disable Windows Search. If you don't need real-time indexing for search, disabling this will save CPU. Right-click on it, choose Properties, set the startup type to Disabled, and click Stop. Next is Print Spooler. If you don't have a printer or don't print often, you can disable this service. Set its startup type to Disabled and click Stop. Next is Bluetooth Support Service. If you don't use Bluetooth, Bluetooth Support Service can be safely turned off. Disable it in the same way, set it to Disabled and Stop. Fourth is SysMain service. SysMain, previously known as Superfetch, is a service that preloads apps into memory. It's not very useful on systems with limited resources, so go ahead and disable it. Fifth is Windows Update service. Windows Update is essential, but if you prefer to update manually, you can disable it temporarily to save system resources. Number 6 is Windows Defender Antivirus Service. While it's important to have antivirus, if you're using a third-party antivirus, you can disable Windows Defender Service to avoid resource duplication. Number 7 is Windows Error Reporting. Windows Error Reporting stops the system from sending error data to Microsoft. If you're not troubleshooting issues, you can turn this off. Number 8 is Remote Registry. Remote Registry is typically unnecessary unless you're managing network computers. Disable this to save resources. Number 9 is Diagnostic Policy Service. Diagnostic Policy Service runs diagnostics and reports system problems. Unless you're troubleshooting, it's okay to disable this service. Number 10 is Remote Desktop Services. If you don't use Remote Desktop, go ahead and turn off this service. It only consumes resources for remote connections. Number 11 is IP Helper. IP Helper provides support for IPv6 connectivity. If you don't need it, disable it to free up some system memory. Number 12, Windows Time. Windows Time is responsible for synchronizing your computer's clock. If you don't need it, disabling it won't affect your system's timekeeping. Number 13 is Application Layer Gateway Service. Disable the Application Layer Gateway Service if you don't use third-party firewalls or certain internet applications that require it. Number 14 is Windows Management Instrumentation. Windows Management Instrumentation provides system data, but it uses a lot of CPU. If you don't need to monitor system performance, disable it. Number 15 is Secondary Logon. Secondary Logon lets users run programs as an administrator. If you don't need it, it's safe to disable. Number 16 is Security Center. Although important for security, if you're using third-party security software, you can disable Security Center without any issues. Number 17 is Windows Insider Service. If you're not a Windows Insider, you can disable the Windows Insider Service to stop it from running in the background. Number 18 is Themes. Themes is a service that manages desktop themes. If you prefer performance over fancy visuals, go ahead and disable this. Number 19 is Task Scheduler. Task Scheduler runs scheduled tasks that you may not need. Disabling it will stop background tasks that aren't crucial. Number 20 is Offline Files. The offline file service is used for caching network files locally, which most users don't need. If you're not using this feature, you can safely disable it to save resources. Once you've gone through and disabled these services, restart your computer for the changes to take effect. Your system should now run smoother with improved CPU and RAM usage. If this video helped you boost your system's performance, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Byte Geek for more Windows 11 tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.